So most people buy a PS5 for gaming because it's a console, obviously you can game in it, but there's so much more you can do other than play, Spider-Man Remastered, Miles Morales, or Returnal, or even Demon's Souls. There's a bunch of those, but it's not just for gaming. So luckily PS5 does support a bunch of streaming apps like Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Spotify, what have you, so you can catch up on your favorite shows when you're not gaming or you just want to take a break and just watch something. And these tips and tricks are mostly for video streaming, so these are not just, gameplay or other tips that you would normally see in a PS5 tips and tricks video. With that being said, I'm Vamsy with Smartness Proxy, come here for the tech videos and maybe stay for the donuts. The first tip is to use the DualSense Controller wisely. So as you probably know, pressing the PS button pulls up the control center as an overlay on the bottom of your screen. But if you double tap the PS button, it'll open the recent card. It's like, recent apps thing that you see on your smartphones. And here's my favorite thing, holding down the PS button will take you directly to your home, something that was kinda simple on the PS4. Either way, this doesn't end here. While pressing the PS button will send you to the control center, holding the PS button down for at least 10 seconds will turn off the controller completely, allowing you to save battery if you are planning to just watch Netflix or not use the controller at all. So quick recap. Tap the PS button to open the bottom quick nav bar, double tap the PS button to open the most recent card, hold the PS button down to return home, hold the PS button down for 10 seconds to turn off the controller completely. Yes, you heard that right. Just like PS4, you can use a third-party keyboard to plug into your PlayStation 5 and use it for typing. So you can buy one of these for less than $10 on Amazon, and I highly recommend it. So just connect your USB dongle to this mini keyboard at the back of your PS5, and now you can use it for typing and navigating. This comes in real handy when you have a lot to type in on your PS5, on your Netflix or YouTube or etc. Because let's be honest, typing is not the thing that controller is made for. Also, this will come in handy when you use web browser on PS5 in an upcoming tip. So moving on. So as you might know, there's a mute button on your PlayStation 5 DualSense controller. So if you single press the mute button, it'll mute the mic on your controller or headset. But here's something interesting, if you long press the mute button, it mutes the whole game or system audio. This comes in super handy when you get a call while watching Netflix or YouTube, or you can't find your TV remote to control the volume. Also pro tip, mute the mic on your controller before you open the game, so that way you get strong haptics and triggers. So if the mic is on, you don't get good haptic feedback on your controller, which is weird. Sony just fixed this already. Okay, there's no official web browser for PlayStation 5, but which is really odd considering PS4 had a fully supported web browser that came with URL bar and recently visited pages and all that stuff. That way you can just quickly click on one and then go watch a random YouTube video or a website that you want to quickly check out and stuff, like a walkthrough or something. But for PS5, there is a hidden trick to actually use a browser on your PS5, and this is how you do it. So to do so, this is quite a tedious and long, arduous process, so here it is. Go to the settings, go to user guide on the top, and then select the first option, and then user guide again. This will open a web browser app and it only takes you to one page, which is PS5 manual. And you can't access the URL bar, so there's nothing much to do. But here's a workaround. Open any link in this manual and you'll see a PS5 embedded video. Tap on the video to play it, and then next tap on YouTube logo, which will take you to youtube.com. And from there, you have to reach Google. The easiest way to do that is to find the video that has the link to google.com in the description. There should be plenty of those videos, so just find one of them. You can even plug in your USB keyboard to make the searching much more simple and hop through links with the arrow or enter keys. USB mouse doesn't seem to work with the PS5 browser though, so you still need to use your DualSense joysticks to scroll through or move the pointer on your screen. Music streaming sites like Spotify, SoundCloud, Bandcamp and a bunch of others could load the interface but couldn't actually play the music to the PS5 in our tests. Maybe one of the other YouTubers did it, so maybe go there. Okay, the final tip is just to change your DNS server on your PS5. So changing DNS settings on your PS5 not only improves gameplay, but another reason to change DNS on your PS5 is to bypass your restrictions on your streaming sites, like Netflix, Hulu, Pandora, Amazon Prime, Apple TV, HBO Max, what have you. You can unlock all of those by using Smart DNS Proxy's DNS. We've got a dedicated video on that, so I'll keep it short and general. So go to your network settings and find your Wi-Fi or wired connection, and then go to advanced settings and then change your DNS to one of the Smart DNS Proxy DNS servers found in, smartdnsproxy.com/servers. Once you do that, you'll be able to get over geo restrictions on streaming apps, although it might not work on some apps such as Netflix, as they seem to have hard-coded Google DNS in the app itself. But it works in general, and you can use Smart DNS Proxy on your router level as well. So that's pretty much it. Those are the tips and tricks for streaming on PlayStation 5. Speaking of which, I'll be making a bunch of videos on streaming experiences within the PlayStation 5, and maybe come up with new topics and hacks that can be helpful for most people. Let me know in the comment section below. As always, I'm Vamsy, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one because I have to go feed my kids. Just kidding, I don't have kids. I'm not that old yet. See ya.